Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the Loot.BET CS Season 5. My name is SquidCS. We've got a second map about to get underway between these two teams, SJ Gaming and Wisla. Of course, we just saw SJ Gaming actually pretty easily beat the Polish side earlier on Dust 2, but now it's home territory for SJ. I'm joined by Define to break down this action. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's doing great as usual here, and looks like you forgot your own name there for a while. No, but yeah.
I always forget my name. I forget. I'm a very forgetful squid.
Yeah. But Nuke, well, this is definitely S3's playground. This is their map. This is a home turf alongside train, so this should be a straightforward map, but we're not going to take anything away yet. We know they're a pretty good team here, so they could definitely upset SJ here on Nuke. Not a problem, but they're going to have to get a good start, and, well, I'm not sure they're going to get that. SJ are looking hot right now. And this is not the only game we have for today. We do got plenty of matches as well, so we do have, after this one coming up, we do have as much as Pact versus Mix.
Yeah, Pax versus Mix.
Rumored to sign with Secret.
Is that true? See,
Yeah,
I'm
it's rumored,
totally
people saying
out
it.
of the
Not
world
sure
of
it's gonna
rumors.
happen, but
Yeah, I never have any idea of what happens.
yeah, but we still have to conclude this first game. Of course, we could still go to 3 maps if Wisla so wishes, if they are good enough. But yeah, definitely it's gonna see how many rounds. If I'm gonna make a prediction, I do think Wisla is gonna get maximum like 8 rounds. I think it's gonna be a 16-8 for SJ here.
Wow. Well, I think it definitely depends on the side.
Yeah.
And Whistler already damaging Sparrow ever so slightly. So that's not putting them in the best of stead. He's on 70 HP, so I don't
Do you know if
think
the
that
play
that's-
models, they don't have any play model, if that's disabled, or...
I would say almost definitely.
It would be nice, you know. I like the new characters. They're pretty cool. But they have some problems.
By the way, we did have characters in the previous few days.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the admins have come in and swoop and ban them.
Banhammer.
Banned.
But they did fix the visibility issue in the last night, like yesterday's update, a little bit on a few maps that there were issues on it. So instead of fixing the characters, they're fixing the visibility on the maps.
I think that's exactly... I feel like certain maps had visibility issues anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it's just
a bit
with
too
the player
dark.
models.
Imagine,
But,
you could have
yeah,
a flashlight in your previous games, so... That's not a problem, but...
You know, I actually like that this issue's come up because it's raised the issue of visibility and how people are going to put the spotlight on visibility and make that issue in itself more visible. Wisla, they're going to be challenged over by Ramp initially. They'll have to backtrack and... Oh, that nade doesn't quite connect before Jamp is able to nail the headshot. He picks up a USPS and takes his trail outside. This is all a matter of timing, whether he is going to spot out Morels, who's slaloming towards his behind. I'm pretty certain that he'll have some sort of idea, and he does. Jampy, great headshot, and that levels up the playing field. Kappa's moving around and behind, but I don't think he's going to have massive effect. He'll be fast on the flank if they plant on the A-bomb site, which they certainly will. But I think SJ will probably be expecting a fast flank anyway. Zarte moving his way through here. Should get caught off guard. Yep, does. I think that the sound cue was heard again. Khan trying to tap inside. Misses those shots ever so slightly. 24 HP for him as Jampy goes down. Kappa finds both. Surprise, surprise. A 4K from him and a great pistol round for the CTs.
Yeah, it looks to go towards the CTs in the beginning with the first 2 frags, but then SJ returns to favor with Jumpy gets 2, so... In the end, it was a 3-3, but Capper stepping up big time there and taking on the remaining 2 here. And a fast rush coming up from Ramp here, not really working out. Sparrow gets the first one. Capper doing such a great job staying put in lobby. You know, if he was a little bit, you know, he knew they were A-side. If he didn't expect the flank, he could just gone and he would have been flanked there by Sorte. But his stay is cool, you know. They got plenty of time. Hadn't even planted a bomb, so you know, plenty of time on that. So pistol for Wisla being picked up here. A force, but the thing is with SJ now with the new economy, you can get this AKs now. As you can see, AK, 2 AKs, Hovko. You could get this before, but they could have got Galils because that's much cheaper now as well. You usually see those Galils on the second round, like 2-3 Galils, but either way, Morels gets down jumpy here. So it's gonna be 2 guys with AK without Kevlar here. Not really the ideal situation to be at, but you know, if they don't hit them, it doesn't matter if they have Kevlar or not.
Needing to connect with a couple of shots. Msati spots one, can't find the shot. A minute 10 remaining on the board. Sparrow wants to get aggressive up on top of Silo and... oh, look for the headshot. Khan finds it instead. Beautiful little opening outside. And that gives SJ Gaming so much space to move downstairs. Jedka, one, but is he done? No, he isn't. Great headshots. Oh, it's all 3 for Jedka. Shuts them down. The bomb with it. Khan's about to get flanked. And that's a shutdown round for Wisla.
They don't have Kevlar, so the SMG is doing so much damage with those shots with MP9, as you can see. The aim punch and everything is coming in there. It's a beautiful display from Jedker, who's one of the best players here from Wisla, who's gonna have to try to, you know, carry the team alongside Sparrow to a victory here on Nuke. It's not gonna be the easiest, but it's still definitely possible. And that was a force buy from SJ. They lose it. They had 4 AKs. Now the AKs is on the CT's hands instead. This, they get treated as a low buy round. Oh, the nade is gonna fail for Sparrow. But it should be a straightforward round here again. And maybe 3-0 or not. Jumpy.
That's an
Things
initial
coming out here
pick
Minio
up.
as well, but Sparrow is gonna manage to pick them up here. So in the end, it will be easy all day for Wisla here on the 3rd.
Yeah, no real contest here. Mzate just trying to find a headshot. Not going to be able to. 3-0 there on the board. Whistler, obviously a good start. Exactly what they wanted. And surviving with 4 players alive there means that money is going to start to spiral out of control sometime soon. Remember, that did previously happen on Dust 2, where Whistler's money was totally in another dimension. And SJ Gaming elected to speed up the pace. They were able to shut it down. Here, they're only 3-0 down. So they will be looking for somewhat of an aggressive play to start things off, I think. Here goes Morels just flashing his way inside. Jampy's got a superior angle here. So if he looks straight down, he's going to have to find this first player and be very hyper aware that Morels is playing exceptionally close. I don't think he will actually know this. Khan just trying to get the jump peaks in. If you spot somebody's head right above these boxes, gives you such a good angle. Great nade inwards. Morel's playing close and personal. Means that he can't really be counted from Silo. They have to move around this corner. And he might even have help coming in his way. He's only able to find one, but there's Sparrow. He swings in, finds a second shot, and puts Whistler a player ahead.
Yeah, this is a great crossfire there. Sparrow is there to help him out. Even if his teammate dies, he's still got the 1, so they still have the advantage here on the CT side. And, well, this is a good setup from Wisla. SJ Gaming, a little bit compact, not sure what to do here. They're heading over towards the A side, but Minio is right there on the flank, and Kappa is here, but Kappa is going to get dispatched. And here comes the AK from Minio. 1, is he good for a second one? Is it possible? No, it's not. And Sparrow is all by himself, and through the smoke he gets Orvid, and he gets the second Sparrow. That's that 3 pieces for him, and he wins the 1v2 for Wisla. Can you believe it? The first one short, but the second one ridiculous. And it looks like SG Gaming had that round.
That's exceptional game sense, isn't it? Just to anticipate the second man, stood within vents. 4-0 now. Whistler, they're not just winning the dominant rounds, they're holding on when it really matters. They're not giving up a single inch to the SJ Gaming side. Now it's just pistols for the T's, as they want to try and stretch in and spread through, possibly outside to challenge Sparrow first. See that he's watching on top of that box in case anybody goes for the jump peak. It's classic. We've already seen SJ Gaming go for those peaks and picks above the boxes. But right now, just playing passive, waiting for Wisla. And the smokes pile through. They're going to be able to take this right angle and straight on in. They have got further smokes as well, so they will be able to stretch straight down to secret without really being spotted. Where are the smokes, though? Sparrow, he's able to steal away a pair of players, and those smokes are now gone. They're on the floor. SJ Gaming aren't going to be able to use and utilize them, and this has been a shutdown, a mow down. They would have been down into secret already, pretty much unscathed. However, just not using that utility, a really rookie mistake. 5-0.
Yeah. Sparrow gets 2 on the cross here. Maybe they wanted to, make the first smoke there. They only had 1 more smoke, so maybe they, if they put the first smoke down and hide behind the T-Red, the CTs, they're not going to expect them to go down secret because, like, there's no more smoke. Okay, so there probably is just a fake outside heading towards lobby. But Sparrow is going to line them up easily there, and the secret guy as well coming through. So in the end, it's not really going to work out for SJ, and it's 5-0 down here on the T side. And yeah, do we see a push from Sparrow? Very aggressive with the up here on ramp. Again, we got the forward smoke. No more smokes though here from SJ, so it's just going to be a fake this time from outside, but Sparrow gets the first, but he should have just fell back there. Now he's going to get this bash of Sorte back to 4v4. SJ Gaming needs to pick up rounds.
He wanted to place that smoke, didn't he, to count off the SJ aggression, but really doesn't work out. And this Wisla aggression, again, faltering. Morels is going to be the next player to fall. They're already 5-0 up. So clutching this will put them disastrously far ahead. 1 minute 5 on the board. Kappa's going to be the next in line. Remember that they've got a double defense towards the A-bomb site. An easy shutdown if they can hit the headshots. However, a pair of players out of Squeaky.
They're not holding door.
They're absolutely not, and that's going to allow SJ straight onto the A-bomb site. A second shot for Jedka as he tries to spray away on the next, and Minio, he's right there in time. A collapsing defense on the A-bomb site, and SJ does nothing about it.
4v2, and Jedka holding his ground with himself too, and then the flying from main comes in with 2 as well. 4v2 turn into 2v0 there, and again SJ Gaming, they have the big advantage, and they're just letting it go. Wisla, individual performances keeping them in this rounds and winning them the rounds pretty much at this point. Wow, SJ Gaming, they're doing so good in the start, but then just letting it slip away. This cannot keep on happening. 6-0 for Wisla on the CT side. It's a CT-sided map, but SJ could have had at least 3-4 rounds at this point. And they're gonna go straight down secret into spray for Morels. He takes down Jumpy, and now it has begun again. Players is falling left, right, and center here on the T side. And Sorte, he can't even go down vent. He doesn't even see the vent. And it's just 2 players, and this is a complete crush here on SJ's map pick. Nobody expecting this at all. Going into Nuke. I was talking about a 2-0 easily here from SJ, and now they're getting wrecked instead.
Yeah, they seem to have fallen asleep.
LOOT.BET, made for live betting.
And now they need to try and find some rounds. 7-0 down. And Wisla playing perfect Counter-Strike to start things off. Their money's also just burst into another dimension. Every player apart from Sparrow up above the $5,000 mark residual cash. Minio, he's got... That isn't written in binary. It is $11,100. I think that's a brilliant joke. I hope somebody appreciates that joke. I'm just bringing some class to the broadcast.
Yeah, but well, SJ, they need more than just getting the kills here. They has advantages round after round, but they just they cannot convert. And now this round they certainly will not convert unless Minio goes down early here, and he won't. Should be an 8th round here for the Wisla side, and they could actually pretty much lock down this map very easily on this first half. They could get like 12-13 rounds before SJ even gets 1. So this is a big problem here that SJ has created due to not picking up those 4v2s they had at advantage. if they just picked up those, well, this would have been a much better scoreline here for the Finns. But I don't think they're nervous yet. They know it. Even if they lose this map somehow, you know, it hasn't gone that good. They still have train. But let's see, Capper. He pushes straight up through the main, through the lobby here. Arvid, Sadix as well through the door, and it's easy pick up kills here. It's just a DM session, and it's down to just Karn here. So 8-0. We go into the gun round here for the SJ, but what can they do really? They need to pick up an op, maybe get an entry outside, do something.
Yeah, they've been really struggling, even in the tight situations. Whistler's just been carrying them through. You said it quite perfectly earlier when it was 6-0. The SJ could have had 3 or 4 rounds at that point. However, it hasn't been the case, and now they've allowed this scoreline to slip even further. They've allowed the CT economy to slip even further. And it is, well, now an AWP out for Jampy once again. He spent all of his money on this big green gun. Wants to move it on through. You see SJ Gaming still just holding this default, playing. Obviously, they're on the T side of Nuke. It is very winnable. They're 8-0 down, but there's every opportunity that they find 4 or 5 rounds out of this. If they can find the openings, then they can start to take this back. And then on the CT side, it's about taking 1 round at a time, trying to build your economy up like Wisla has, and just trying to have that shutdown half, which is entirely possible here on Nuke. If we were talking about an 8-0 half on start on Dust 2, then that almost feels over already, because you know that Whistler's probably going to take a couple more before the half comes to fruition. It's such a big lead. On Nuke, it's slightly smaller because SJ still has the favourable side to play, but they do have to score here. They've got to put some sort of pointage on the board. The counter nades come on through. Arvid with the first. Jedka, he's hidden away in the corner and they don't check him. A great double spray down. The flashes pile in and SJ have to slow. Jedka, he might be good for more. Stuck away in the corner. As Khan able to spray in with a pair of his own. It's SJ finally coming alive. As Minio, a 1 versus 3. We've seen big plays from the Whistler side before, but this would be devastating. And there's the first freebie, Jampy, giving that one away. The Minio flash right through this smoke. Zati wants to turn around, but SJ peek simultaneously, all picked. And an 8-1, a first on the board for the SJ Finnish boys.
Yeah, great job from Karn here, getting that double kill and Sorty getting the guy on heaven. That looked really bad for a second there when he got that double. But managed to turn it back around, and finally SJ, as you said, the first round now. They need to get plenty of those if they want to keep themselves alive here on this second map. And the money is still very good here from Wisla, but not as good as expected, to be honest. Minio has the 9k, but the rest, not really the best, to be honest. And Morels, he's gonna get caught with catched with his pants down. Spare does get the trade back though. We can see on the odds, SJ Gaming, they are the underdogs here so far, and deserving so. They're down 8-1 here, so. But good entry on Morels, but Spare gets that fast train to put it back to 4v4. So SG Gaming, maybe outside is not the play right here, because yeah, Jumpy. He has to try to get some frags like he did on the first map. He played really good on Dust 2 with that op. Let's see if he can step up on the T side as well, and they're heading towards the ramp. And there's only one player here, and they're not gonna shake the corner. He's gonna line up too. Oh, that's a good couple kills there from Minio. And the question is though, can SJ still pick up the round?
They are leveling up this playing field. Back down towards the B bomb site. A 2v2, aforementioned. A must win for SJ. They'll be stuck in a very deep hole if they aren't to win this. And an opportunity for Jampy here. He turns around, not knowing that Kappa's hidden away on stairs. Great shot. Perfect. Right into the dome of Jampy. And now Sadix. He's going to be caught out in the open, and Sparrow's able to capitalize. It's an easy retake for the Whistler boys. And once again, the 1v1s go the way of their CT side.
Yeah, wow, Sparrow winning that duel against Jumpy. I did not expect that. Jumpy usually very, very quick on those shots, but can't just hit it. And this Minio's double kill is so big there that he gets the second as well. If he only got one, it would have been much, much worse here for them. But he gets two, delaying things further, allows the rotation there for Wisla to come through. And 9-1. And SG Gaming, they win a round and lose the one straight after. That cannot keep happening here. This is a nightmare for the Finns. You can see the ADR is just not going good. The kills is just not there from SJ. And we do not have many rounds left here of this first half. SJ Gaming could still get a 960 to win 5 in a row, but that's not going to happen. They may only get like minimum 2 more rounds, or maximum 2 more rounds. And well, already stunned Vent fast, so the CT rotation is going to have to come in here, and it does! And Minio is going to land the kill on Arvid. But now that means the ramp is completely open because Minio has rolled it down towards the B side. So that's a nice touch there from SJ. One guy down Vent, makes the rotation from ramp, and then they're heading towards ramp. A Sparrow with the AWP. They're just going to jump back. I think he shot in between them.
SJ at this point, a lot of map control. Want to go down to the B-bomb site where Wisla isn't holding with as much ferocity. They've only really got Minio holding in here behind window. He's going to have to smash it, but Jampy cracks open his skull on the B-bomb site. Jedka is very unlikely going to be able to stop this bomb from going down. It's planted even away from him. So the spray comes in, gives away his position. There's a double defensive holding from within Squeaky. However, 30 seconds remain, and Wisla, a 4v4. They've won so many of these before. But Jampy, once again, another headshot. He's starting to wake up, and what a scary player to arouse. It's Sadix nailing another. A bit of help from Khan, and this should be an SJ shutdown. Great headshots nailed inwards. 2 players even surviving for their second round win of the half.
Yeah, and look at that. Just one round like that. Again, Wisla, they've been winning so many rounds, but they've been dying with so many players. You can see the money. They got 3.5k on 2 players here. So, thing is, like, I don't think they can even drop these guys. So, they're going to have to maybe just, you know, be a little bit light on utility. And Morels can't even buy, you know, M4 Kevlar or anything like that. So, you probably have to go for the FAMAS or something. Like, this is not the best buy from Wisla. And if they lose this, as they should get a free round in the next. So, this could not be a bad half at all here from SJ. They could get at least 5 if they manage to pick up this next round. But Sparrow is back on the AWP. He's been very scared with that one. And we do have a small little pause here. I think it's maybe a tactical here. Not quite sure, but right now it is looking better from SJ there. So they did pick up, and you said Jump is starting to step up as well. You know, this is looking better and better.
Yeah, some serious plays for both teams. Of course, as you said, that money now running low for the Wisla team. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a tactical timeout for them, because this is the point where this Wisla half can start to fall apart. If they lose this one, then they're onto ecoing. SJ won't just take 3, they'll probably take 4 or 5 at the end of this half, and then that is actually a notable performance. They go through to their CT side, they even take the pistol, and then their favourites in this one. They've still got a couple of hurdles to jump before they get to that point. However, there's still now a clear path to victory, instead of before where Wisla, they had $11,000 each, $5,000 on a couple of players. Right now, they're not really going to have a great buy in this 12th. What's going on in chat? Pause magic, please. I don't even know if either of these teams need any magic right now. Both of these teams actually have a proper right to victory.
Yeah, for sure. And
is hoping for a 6-9. What are you hoping for to find? Tell me, what do you wish for? When you close your eyes at night, if you were to rub the lamp and the genie arises, what would you wish for?
In the halftime score here?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like, even though SJ won 2 rounds here, I'm not sure they're going to be winning a lot more. I think they're only going to be getting 2 more, actually, if I'm going to be honest. 11-4 is what I think is going to be here for Wisla.
Yeah, and then at that point, that's a really good scoreline for Wisla. They've just about survived at that. If this goes to 5 or 6 for SJ, then they're going to be very, very happy with a half. 4, I think they're going to be content, but they won't be popping open the champagne just yet. We
got the auto shotgun coming through from Capper, and it's not going to be good for a kill because But look at Jetco, he gets himself 2 here. If he even got the 30, that would have been absolutely marvelous. But this is gonna have to be a retake for the Poles. And retaking on the A side, a little bit easier than the B side, yes. But still, the thing is though, they got going for them, so only got 1 flashbang on SJ to hold off the CTs. So this is definitely gonna be a retake, I do think, or maybe not. They should, because it's a 3-3, otherwise they could save them and go into the next round with them. But I think they're gonna go for this actually. Sadix is on the side here. 24 seconds left on the bomb. 2 players coming heaven and 1 guy is coming main here. And yes, they are gonna go for this. Flash is coming through. There's 2 players on the side. It's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade for the CTs. But then here comes Karn. He gets the 1. Can't get the second one. Is there enough time on the bomb?
Kit. No kit.
There's a kit there. He picked it. He just got it. He just got it. Can you believe it?
That is unbelievable. That is absolutely unreal. I feel like Wisla got weak knees at that point. There were 22 seconds left on that bomb, and they still hadn't gone for that for that retake. Me and you were saying, like, maybe they're not going to go for it at all. It looked like maybe even for a second they would save this. I think SJ Gaming, with 20 seconds left, hearing nothing, maybe even got it into their heads. Wow, they're saving in this 3v3. They don't even want to go for it. And then, surprise, surprise, Whistler straight onto the A bomb site, catapulting down. And it's Sparrow again, saving the day with only...
But the kid fell down from heaven.
third of a
second.
Didn't.
Imagine if the kid stayed heaven. I would have been a wrong for SJ.
Such slim margins. And that was really the must-win from SJ. If they were to have a really good half in this one, that was when they needed to start it. Right now, they're going to have to do this the difficult way. Minio, he's gone down early. He's dropped. He's been one of the star players as well. 13-6 for him right now. He's playing out of his mind here on the CT side. And Jampy's been able to slip and sneak his way downstairs to try and surprise this Whistler side. Sparrow's going to be the first man down to greet the defense, but Jampy's already made his way all the way through. So SJ, they can go towards ramp. Of course, there is a defense from Sparrow already hid there. However, Jampy's going to have to run the distraction, and there's the AWPer gone. Perfect stuff. They didn't quite catch it on our screen, however. Now a 3 versus 5. The B bomb site completely falling the way of the SJ side. They should even be able to hunt for these rifles here. You can see that Khan's in such a flawless, faultless position. As Morales just catch him out.
Yeah, but this is going to be a third from SJ, but the thing is they don't have no money with us, so if they have to save these rifles, otherwise they're going to have to go for full eco or force in the last 2. So it's the right call to make it from Wisla. No spare money, so the save should be coming in, but as you said, SJ should definitely hunt here. If they know they're this low on money, they should definitely hunt. Or else try to see if you can jump up on this, it doesn't work.
Wow. It's bent. It's so far bent where everybody's tried to jump on it. They should put a little sign, no climbing, on the pole.
Yeah. So 4-man save for SJ, 3 for Wisla. They're all gonna be saving in the T spawn. So that means they're actually gonna be having a buy go into this round with.
By the way, if he had been able to jump on that pole, it would have been pole on pole action. There you go. There's the jokes. That's why they're paying me the big bucks to be here, everybody. I'll take a little bow. Anyway, you were doing some serious analysis, right?
Yeah, I don't know anymore. I forgot what I said, but yeah, as I said, they're gonna be having the rifles here, and this is gonna treat them as a new gun run. So they're gonna get a second shot at it here with line. 5 rounds is what SJ needs. That's a minimum here on the T side. You said 4. Now really gonna open the champagne here, as you said. But Jumpy, well, he's gonna jump on Sparrow's head and take, not on his head literally, but he takes him out, and well, that's one of the heavy hitters down here from Wisla. So, but this smoke from T roof, I think it's gonna land in heaven, right? Just outside heaven or hell maybe. Not really sure, but it's gonna go the way towards outside there. But Minio, he's behind the blue box here with an SMG. He's waiting for them to get close, and then he's ready to strike like a cobra. Oh, goes around the box. Imagine if he gets 2 here at this point. Oh, Orvid, he doesn't see him! Right below him, Orvid doesn't see him, but his teammate is gonna pick up the pieces here. Morels, and yeah, it's all onto Morels here. So a fourth one will happen, and the money for the final one is absolutely terrible here for Wisla. So I do think SJ is gonna get 5 here.
And that is a bit of a miracle, right? They were stuck 8-0 down, T-side of Nuke. You're often expecting that to be one of those disastrous 13-2, 14-1 halves. However, if we turn this around, this is very likely going to be a 10-5. Could be an 11-4 if Wisla wakes up. But then you've got the pistol round. Then you've got the CT side. The comeback for SJ could certainly be on. It would be a must-win pistol round. Kind of for both teams, I must say. Wisla might be in the victory book if they take it. However, SJ, they might be right back in this game and able to close it out. 2-0. Look at this. Great spray downs left, right, and center. Wisla unable to do anything. And now the 2 players defending on the A bomb site surely going to be spotted before SJ make their move inside. Jedka, we've seen some massive rounds from him. However, he's going to need a monstrous one here in round number 15 to be able to close this one out. And SJ, they are actually closing into their position. So an easy, messy spray down here. And Jedka, is it going to be the 1v5 of the tournament? I don't think so. As, yeah, he's already been spotted. So no surprise factor here for the man. He's going to maybe even walk out into the crosshairs of someone. And then Zate to finish him off. So 10-5. SJ Gaming really clinging on here. They went 5 out of the last 7 rounds there on their T side. And now a pistol round can put them back in this game.
Yeah. So great half here for both teams. In fact, SJ coming back in the end and making this a very, very competitive half time here. 5 rounds definitely playable, but as you said, pistol run, it's gonna have to go in the way of a little bit of both teams. So both teams really looking to grab the pistol. If Wisla can grab the pistol at a 10-5 half, well, that is gonna be a big change here. SG Gaming, they're gonna have to climb from like 12-5 down or something like that. So yeah, but if SJ, well, they could snowball on the CT side. So it's gonna be very interesting going to the second half here. We see these replays here in the beginning, some very, very close rounds there. And imagine if SJ just won the first couple rounds here.
Yeah, this would have been so different, wouldn't it? It would have been SJ. Pretty much, we would have been penciling their names into the next stage of this tournament. But right now, 10-5 and a fast setup for the Wisla side. Pair of players towards ramp and Zate. He's not falling back just yet. They're not going to be able to bait them inside. Instead, the dual Berettas bouncing in to only find one. Khan, he needs more than just a single frag. Smokes are in late, and Arvid can't connect either. They are a player and a man up. He has got the kit on his back, but this will instigate a retake towards the A-bomb site as a fast C4 goes down. A very doable retake, but also a very doable defense. And this all must-win round video. A great headshot to start things off. He gets rattled away. Great headshot right through the vents. Arvid able to swipe him out of the server. Sparrow and Jedka, last 2 players alive. Jampy's able to catch him on the cross. It's only Jedka remaining. He needs the headshots, and there's a pair of them. Arvid, he might have the kit, but he might need to just stick this one. He's on the defuse. Jedka's not peeking it. 3 seconds left. He's on it. The defuse happens. He even gets the kill, adding insult to injury. A 6th on the board for SJ, and that was the must-win.
Oh man, that round, such a back and forth round, but Jumpy saves it a little bit there with a heaven kill, but Jedker almost taking up, but Arvid, there are 3 players alive, and the 2 he kills, none of them has the kit. Even if he killed the guy with the kit, that would have been a whole round there for him. That's a little bit unlucky, you know, what is the odds you're killing 2 players of 3 and you both killed without the kit?
33%.
Okay, well, there we go. He's playing the big bucks here. He gets the big bucks here before the map, but here we go. Force bite, not a full force bite, just upgraded pistol with a few Kevlars here. And well, they're all storming secrets like stormtroopers, and the FAMAS, just lining them up 1-2. Sadix is coming through, and it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy for SJ.
10-7. SJ Gaming, obviously looking like they're back in this one. It can all turn around, remember. But as soon as Wisla is able to take a round here, they're going to put the pressure right back on this CT side. You know what? I've been thinking about the skins, actually. And I wish that we had the skins and the spectator POV,
Yeah.
they could have the standard skins. I would love that if that was doable. Or as Don Hackey actually mentioned on Twitter, maybe you can only see your own teammates' skins, and you have the option to turn off opponent skins. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
But right now, they've obviously deactivated them totally, and I feel like I kind of feel like it's missing something. I feel like it takes a bit of the flair out of the game. I really love those new player models.
For sure. Well, this is a little bit of a bonus run here from SGA. Well, Jumpy did go down early here, so it's gonna be a little bit of a problem here for the CT side with this SMGs and the FAMAS and stuff like that to get kills rolling, because SGs are so strong, and they already got SGs in a third run. But look at this boost here. I don't think they can expect this. They're just gonna get the one, he gets the second one, go for the third, he doesn't get it, but Sorte gets it, and it's a 2v2 and just pushes through the smoke. He doesn't expect a third guy there. Or a fourth guy, rather.
That's so sad, isn't it?
And now he's gonna go through with the bomb!
Push. Arvid able to swing this one back in the CT's favour. Bomb dropped in the open, and now Arvid needs to select his position, pick his poison. Sparrow moves on in. However, he doesn't know that Arvid, he is hidden right back here in towards ramp, and with 25 seconds left, he's going for the swings. Not making any sound cues, though. And now the bomb retrieved. Sparrow, he's got his crosshair trained on it. Turns around, wrong timing. Arvid gets a little bit lucky in the clutch, but it's good enough for an 8th round.
The timing. He looks in, just looks away in the second he peeks, but Sadic's great double here on top of the boosted position here on ramp. But that was such a messy round for both teams, really. But as the game, they're gonna pick up the bonus round, and yeah, that is not the run they quite expected to win after losing. I think the first, it was a 5v3 for Wisla. And then they switched the focus away from outside and back towards the lobby and ramp. And there were 2 players from SG. If they went elsewhere, that would 100% be a round there for Wisla. But the push through the door, they're all forcing their way through the door. And well, it's going to be a 3v1 trade there. So great job here from SJ. This is just a pistol Kevlar buy. Next run is going to be the full buy from Wisla. But a 9th one should be happy. They're only going to be 1 behind. If they can finish the run, of course. And Jumpy has control over the bomb, so Sparrow gets taken up by Arvid here. So just Capper in the door with a Mag 10, looking to get some money away from SJ. If he can get 1 or 2 guns, that's all he needs.
Looking to rattle inside. Oh, and there is a first. Jumpy really caught with his pants down right there. 73 points of health gets taken away by a lame spray down from Arvid. Nicely done. A 9th for SJ. And they are right back in this game.
Yeah, a little bit tunnel vision perhaps from Jumpy there, completely ignoring the door there and just looking down towards the vent. He could have taken a much better position holding that vent like that instead of being exposed from like millions of angles. But yeah, either way, well, it is going to be a pause here, but we will see a buy hit from Wisla. So this round, it could determine a lot, because if SJ wins, well, they goes up on 10-10 here on the second map, and they're already back into the game. This was what we said. If SJ picks up the pistol, they could get things rolling here and just lock down Wisla and not allow them to get anything. This could be the same kind of half Wisla had in the beginning, like 8-0 for SJ. And, it's already begun.
Does seem to be the case. They have started to snowball here, and their money, it isn't rocking and rolling so far, even with the eco rounds. A lot of nade investment, of course, is pretty much keeping their money down right now, and they are losing a couple of players each round. They lost 4 in that prior. Wisla was able to cause a massive fuss. It was a bit of a bonus round, albeit. Arvid getting traded down. That's a crucial first man to lose. Now SJ, they need to reconsider their options and actually just establish quite a passive defense, maybe turtling down on these bomb sites. I'd like to see them play 2 on A, 1 outside, and then 1 towards that B ramp side of the map. 10-9 right now. As Wisla, this is where they must start to win some. They need to really push something ahead. And nobody from SJ actually spraying or spamming through that smoke. They don't want to get too aggressive on that one. Go for those gimmicky plays. Instead, just holding reserved, holding downstairs. And we're seeing that really passive SJ gaming side coming into play, where they're not making any aggro pushes, unnecessary aggression towards any part of the map. They're turtling on these bomb sites, as I say. And that might even give away a bomb plant. I don't know what the CT defense downstairs exactly looks like, but I'm predicting maybe a retake situation here as Wisla, they're already down. They've sandwiched B, and there's no one really here holding it up. Nobody even right up above, so a little bit of wastage there. Jampy's able to find one. That's Kappa on the flank. The bomb, it's still not going down. He's going to be burnt right out of dodge. Finally gets that C4 in Morels. 11 HP, finally gets taken down. Still a man advantage, but Minio, he's got the cross covered. Down in towards fence. Great headshot. Spamming his way through. And he can't find the shots. He can't connect. This is becoming somewhat of a barn burner. The B bomb site, it could just about ready to explode. Sparrow, another headshot. Jampy needs the 1v2. But Jampy, he can't get there in time. A great no-scope. Window popped right below. And now he needs to go straight for the defuse. Minio's not going to allow it. An 11th round for Wisla.
If Karn got that kill when he jumped out of the vent there, that was for sure where it's going to be. That was going to be a 2v1 there from SJ, but he misses the shot right here. He has to get that kill. He can't connect the spray with a silencer. And Wisla, they will hold on to the round. It was a good kill there on ramp, and then Jumpy. Like, the thing is though, the guy who was planning, he got the bomb down, he was burning, and he peeks out and still gets the one kill there.
Look at those odds to find. How close is this one?
Yeah, very, very close. And he shouldn't even been able to get. I think it was Minio who got that kill while it was burning, right? So
yes,
he shouldn't be allowed to get that one kill. I don't know where they think they was planning, because the plan was going down just when he threw the molly. Or he threw the molly a little bit before, so there's only one position to be at, because he didn't plant in the open. Because they were ramp, so I'm not really sure there where they thought the plan was going to be. But either way, 11th round for Wisla. They're going to pick up their first one here on the T side. And still an off from Jumpy here. He has to be the X factor here from Secret. But they're boosting up on the red, but it's easier for the guy on the Secret to see him then, and he gets him, but the trace is right there for Wisla. Look at the trade, two right back in their favor. And now they're heading towards the heaven here. And there's only a C7 on Statics, MP9 on Orvid. This is a terrible buy. And if they lose this, they're going to have nothing.
Remember, that is most of the SJ Gaming economy down the toilet already. They've already been able to do the majority of the damage. And as you said, they've left the weaker pistols, the weaker buy, alive. Sadix right around the corner. Needed both there with the CC75. It's oh so hard to do. Kappa's been able to sprawl his way in, but the MP9 can't connect. And now it's Zarte with a triplet of players to find. The smoke is down as well. I think he might be looking to just save an AWP. Yeah, he is. Does make a tiny sound cue there, so Minio has some idea, but it's a leg. A tag, no frag. As now he needs to try and escape, but missing that shot means he can't move inwards, and he just falls. That's an AWP given away.
This is looking likely, more and more likely for a third map, because Wisla, they're getting everything here on the CT side, on the T side, and SJ Gaming, they're now liking. They were so close rounds there that SJ won, and now when they don't win those close rounds, their money's just gone. Past two rounds has been terrible in the economy with this one as well. So 39 before SJ can get money again, and well, this is looking better. Wisla, I don't think a lot of people expected them to have a chance to win Nuke here. So,
no, I certainly didn't. I thought that this one was probably a done deal, and then we might now be on to train. By the way, something that we haven't mentioned is SJ took an enormous risk right there. To go for the force buy in that 21st round, it wasn't entirely necessary. They didn't obviously have anybody saved from the prior. Obviously, the retake on the B bomb site not going their way. So there was no real reason to go for the forced buy. Here, they would have had an absolutely full buy. It would have been firing on all cylinders. And I know that their loss bonus isn't amazing, but $2,000 is often the difference between having an okay buy and a phenomenal buy, where on the CT side, you're very likely going to be able to win the round. And I think on such a CT-sided map like Nuke, it often makes sense.
Look at
Jumpy's
Jumpy.
got the information, so he's right up behind, and all the taps. Oh god, hold your breath. That could have gone the other way. Morales, he does drop, but so does the whole of the A bomb site.
Yeah, this is not going to be a run for SJ. They don't have anything into this round. Jumpy gets the 1. That's all they're going to get here. Or maybe they can get a second one here on Minio, making a few damage here. Minio goes for the peak. Oh, he gets dinked down to 1 HP. Oh, he's lucky to be alive here. If he gets one more, that's a steal, but he can't get it. So economy damage has been dealt here on the Wisla side. If they can pick up one more kill here, SJ, they're going to have to drop one over, and their economy is not the best either. So I think SJ is looking for at least one more kill here. Can they get it? Doesn't look like they can. Jedker takes down Arvid. So there's only gonna be actually 2 kills in the way of the T's on the CT side. Good kill here from Jumpy, but there's nobody on the side. So 13-9, and SJ, they're lagging behind now with a few rounds, and they're actually pretty far behind here on the CT side. So
They really need to start to step up now, and you see those odds now beginning to turn. SJ Gaming, you almost get 3 times your money for going for an assertive bet right now. Might even be worth it.
yeah, sure. It could definitely be, because right now Wisla, they're playing much better than SJ, and looks like their aim is more on point here. And you can still see Sadix only got a Mac 10. Like, the buy is still not there for SJ, not even a full utility. And the T's looking to take outside here with a couple of players. Jedker is going to get flashed around the corner. Sadix is going to get volleyed behind the vent here. He gets taken out, and this is now the A side. Trying to get it over. Orbit's still up on the rafters. He has to try to lock it down with Jumpy as a backup player. But here's one for Orbit. Only one. Jumpy only gets one himself here, so it's a 2v2. This is a must-win run from SJ.
They need to be able to stretch back into this site. Oh, and that's a crucial spray down. Zarte drops him. Khan as well. That was absolutely clutch. In the first moments of that retake, they decide to strike. They don't want to wait whatsoever. There is a kit on Khan, but they've got loads of time. They're looking for just anything on the floor. Whether they can find maybe even more nades. Maybe there's a Molotov lingering somewhere. Obviously, the AK-47, and Khan might be looking for the double AWP. I don't think there is one in the server, obviously. So he's going to bunny hop away.
LOOT.BET, made for live betting.
Welcome back. That was a short little message from our sponsor, Loot.BET. And now we're back into the action. Round 24. Full buy on both teams, of course. And we're going to have a fast push through the door here from Morales. And he gets out and down. Sparrow, he's going to try to spare his way out here and try to get things rolling with the AWP. This, once again, it's just like the last round for S3 Gaming. They have to win it. Came down to a 2v2 in the end there. Get some smoke shots, a little bit lucky there on the S3 side. Can't count on that every single time. They need to try to win these duels. And they're 3 rounds behind on the CT side. It's not a lot if you're thinking it's Nuke, but the way that Wisla has been playing has been pretty good. So, oh, the nade. Good damage there on Jedker, actually. Morales is also down fairly low. Deep, wall smokes outside. So Wisla is trying to make the rotation here from SJ. Oh, man. Minio removes Karn here, and this could be an avenue down towards the B side. Arvid is still here, but Morales, he's holding the vent, so there's no flank from SJ. They just have to rely on the B players here. And this, Squid, I don't think this is looking good from SJ. Wallbang as well.
They're absolutely falling apart. And Zarte caught with an aid out with his pants down. Champion Sadic's able to respond and retort. But they are left, right, and centre right now. And Arvid, he's the only player yet to be spotted. He's able to sneak and slip his way through. And I don't know if they have no idea. This is all about timing. Arvid needs it, finds it. He gets shot only the once. But he does have control of B, but Morales is going to try and swing out. This is a must-win kill. Morales hits the headshot instead. He needs a second, though, and he doesn't find it. Sadix able to spray inside and find another. Sparrow, the man of the moment. It was a 1v3 last map, but Jampy secures the victory. SJ Gaming, they cling on. It's an 11th round on the board for them. And Sparrow, he can't make the magic happen. He might be 17 to 15. But remember, I think it was 16 to 6 earlier.
Yeah, both these last two rounds has been a clutch coming out. Wisla, they do get the bomb down again and put themselves in a 2v2 in a similar situation like the last round. And again, SJ, they're coming up big. Arvid, if he didn't, if he wasn't on that position, if he didn't get that kill on the site, this was going to be a Wisla round. So Arvid, big plays coming up for him. And wow, 13-11. These rounds are so close. The positive thing with Wisla, even though they don't win the runs, is that they're keeping the money low on the SJ side. So if they win one run here, Wisla, SJ is not going to have any money. That's the positive part about losing those two rounds. But wow, these rounds, like, those could go either way. Like, this game has gone back and forth. SJ, we're a little bit unlucky on the CT side, and now Wisla as well, they're unlucky on the T side. Or SJ were unlucky on the T side, now Wisla is also unlucky on the T side with these rounds. The clutches that we won. So we can see the ADR, 111 on Jumpy. 20 kills so far. Alongside Minio with 22 kills topping the server, so... Yes, SJ has won 2 in a row, but he's been hairy.
Both very close. Into round number 25 now. Opportunities for both teams. And Wisla, remember, they could have closed this out already. That was an absolute possibility. Sadix trying to run it on through, doing a little bit of initial preliminary damage. Jetka down to 36. And now Wisla trying to just wrap in and see if they can catch a player off guard. Wisla love checking that angle, remember? Right in towards outside, since they love to play it so much. We've not seen any member of SJ so aggressive this time. Finally going for a spam through the smoke, and Sparrow's taken down to 37 as well. So a little bit of damage knocked off before the push comes through. But Jedka, we get spotted out! Zarte, so intelligent to propose that angle and to hard check inwards. Kappa is able to find one in the meantime, but they don't know that there's a second defender. It's Arvid down on the B bomb site. He gets spotted out. A great headshot. Kappa's doing everything right now, and the defense is completely broken. This might be a 14th on the board, and Jampy, he's looking the wrong way. The peek and push might come through. Wisla, they don't seem to want it just yet. Jampy, 30 seconds left. Needs to stop this bomb from going down. It's stuck in vents, but Morels, surprise, he's right up from behind. Khan's unable to stop it. That could have been the round right there if he had been 1 second sooner. And this is such a shutdown. There's no way that Wisla 4v2 let this site go. And then SJ's got no money. They've pretty much got to go for this one, but Sparrow shuts it down. It's going to be another round to the T's. I think 14-11, and SJ down to their last legs here on Nuke.
Arvid had to win the duel. He played the same position like he played in the last round. It worked that time. This time, he's not going to get the kill going out door. If he got that one, it would have been slower things happening for Wisla. But this time, they're going to get the round, and they're going to get it with 4 alive. Spare and Kappa, they're low, but it doesn't matter. They didn't go down. So Sadik gets to save the AK. But that's the only rifle they're going to have going into this upcoming round. Do they want to force and try to go for the 16-14? Or do they want to eco this one around the AK and try to go for an overtime? It's... Yeah, okay, so they're going to go for the 4. They're going all into this round, SJ. If they lose this round, they lose the map. That's pretty much it. So, all fruits in the basket here for this round here for SJ. All still in the way of the Poles here, and somehow the Poles is about to upset SJ here on Nuke. They just need to convert 2 more rounds. But Sadix, he's gonna have to go big with AK. He's the only one with AK here. He has to get 2-3 frags. On Jumpy with the scout. Most important round here for Nuke for SJ.
So much pressure to put on Sadix's shoulders as well, knowing that he's the only rifler on the whole of this SJ side. I guess the scout's a rifle as well, but it doesn't pack the same punch. You need to be hitting body shots to even do great damage, and even that's just 73. Smokes are placed, and that gives a big gap for Jampy. Oh, an awesome headshot. Minio drops, and he has been the first player to fall and falter throughout a couple of these T-sided rounds, and they might be about to walk into the grasp of this AK. How much can Sadix get done? There is the initial nades inwards, the smoke to force any player outwards, but Sadix, he's able to spray away one. Oh, it's the second headshot, exactly what he needed to do. He comes up, he's taken to task, and he manages. Morels is right behind, but he gets taken away also, and Kappa, he can't even edge down vents. He needs the headshots, and he finds one. But he needs a pair more as Jampy and Zarte can now clamber hold of weapons as they try to escalate down to the B bomb site. Kappa's stuck away in the corner. They're going to move right through. Great headshot. AK can be retrieved. And I think, yeah, Zarte is going to be able to get the other one up on top of this other bomb site towards A. So maximum saving here from the pair of players. And even with the kit. So no scary shenanigans there. 14-12.
Great start there, but yeah, Kappa with a triple there in the end. He got way more kills than he should have been in the end there. It was like a 4v1 or something for SJ. They got the first, second, they got the third. It was a 5v2 at this point. A 5v2 for SJ, and he still managed to find 3 kills and a bomb plant capper to get the extra money on the side for Wisla. So even though they lose the round there, he gets 3 kills and a bomb plant, managed to get the full buy going here in the 27th round. And well. This SJ, well, they're getting back into the rounds, but they're keeping so close. So their money is very limited still here. But yeah, still a chance for SJ. I think at this point, they're trying to aim for an overtime, even though they could win 16-14. They just take it one run at a time, trying to see if they can get 15 at least, you know, save them, you know, so they can take a breath, you know, a little bit at least.
You always need to keep composed in these positions, in these situations. 14-12. Whistler, remember, winning this one would pretty much mean the map. It would be SJ back to a really disastrous save. SJ, they really need either 3 out of the next 4 to bring it to overtime, or 4 in a row to close this out in regulation and to close this series out. That would be just devastating for Whistler. It's one of those facepalm moments where you're on the T side of a map like Nuke, such a CT-sided side as well. And Sparrow, oh, he stretches in first. He even spots out that second player, so there's information outside. And he's going to spread down to Secret. And Khan does seem to know it. He might have even heard the scope. But Khan's here. Wants to throw down the smoke. So no member of this T side is going to aggress him. That works temporarily. Remember, Sadix only has the MP9 remaining, so really needs to spam away a bunch of bullets. Now a man advantage for Whistler, remember? And loads of map control. This has worked out perfectly so far. They're able to just collapse down on this B bomb site. Minio's got the whole of outside control. He'll probably even move up to heaven here. And this will very likely be successful. You can see that no member of the SJ side is watching towards this side of the map, and it's bomb spotted. And now Minio from above gets caught off guard by Khan. Great stuff. Now Sadix needs to be found, and Sparrow, oh, he's taken to task. He finds both. It's a beautiful pair of scopes, but Khan's able to slash inside. He gets caught off guard, and it's 15-12.
Oh man, if Sadix just got if he just got the upper there with SMG. That would have been SJ up on 13. but he doesn't get it. And the vent guy trying to, just run up vent, and he gets the no-scope on him as well. Big plays here from Sparrow. And they're going to have 3 mapped points here. Can you believe they actually somehow win that round? They had like 3 guys on the A side there, SJ. 1 behind the vent, 1 heaven, 1 right on the side there. And now, the money is terrible here from SJ. They're just going to run out here more else. Is he going to shake the corner? He does. There's 1, there's a 2. Oh man, SJ, they're down to 3 players. They're up against 3 as well, but the guns are so much better here on Wisla. This is where Arvid is going to have to step up with the op.
He really needs an initial shot, doesn't he? He's already found 1 to steal it away. And to put that AWP all on its lonesome and be able to be salvaged is such a dodgy situation. Khan, he's come to task in so many rounds, but not this time, as the A bomb site seems to be about to fall and Arvid needs to catch them on this cross. They're hidden within heaven, but don't want to make it. And Zarte's even moved up. This should be the game now. Whistler down on the B bomb site. I'll get this C4 down, and such a tricky retake situation. Arvid, he stretches open door. Great flick upwards. But he needs to find Minio, who's holding close and contentious to this smoke. Nice nade outwards is Minio. He gets tagged down to 19 points of health. Morels, he's hidden over here by window likewise. But with this smoke placed, they are running out of time fast. And Minio's able to find Arid right through the corner of that smoke. And there's just not enough time here. No kit. It'll be a 16th round on the board. As Whistler take it.
Yeah, great T-side from Wisla in the end. They're very close round. It's what makes all the difference here in the second map. And Wisla, they're going to steal Estrie's map pick away from them. But they still going to have to go up on train as a 3rd map. So the danger is not over for Wisla. It's just begun. 2 great maps from SJ, but Wisla, I'm going to give them props for taking nuke here, actually.
Yeah, they've obviously performed admirably to even get to map number 3. The composure after Dust 2 to take this one back. Perfect stuff. But now tricky testing times on train coming right after this break.
LOOT.BET. Made for live betting.